Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Quick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
The undying waits.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Spirit Breaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban.
Brewmaster.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Fnatic's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Oh, some of the
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Fellow Shaman,
Yeah, maybe it's.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's probably gonna die.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not even joking. I think. So.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Ancient apparition.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It's actually on.
I didn't even mean.
Holy
Solo is solo. He's getting soloed.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Puck!
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Phantom Lancer.
Dying.
And they get the PL. Dying. Called it.
Game's over. Pretty sure. I don't know what the.
A while to come on.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean,
5 seconds
Really?
remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
AM's definitely next man.
10 seconds remaining.
ew.
5 seconds remaining.
Really cold. Dying, dude.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Slan stands ready.
One of these heroes.
10
All in.
seconds remaining.
All in.
Quick, game, quick.
10 minutes. 10
5
minutes.
seconds
It'll
remaining.
just end up being another 50-minute game where they just hold on forever because it's done.
Phantom
You
assassin.
now select your
Okay,
heroes.
that's alright.
Alright, the Shadow Shaman Dream's dead. It's dead.
Dude, the charge speed's so funny. It's so funny. The charge speed, it's really funny.
Prepare for battle.
Thanks so much, guys. We are here with our third and final game of this series, Fnatic versus Virtus.Pro. You heard the guys. They sound like they are super into Virtus.Pro right now with this draft. We talked about Ohio. He didn't have the big impact maybe they would have liked on that Tidehunter. He needed something perhaps that needed to make a little bit more of an impact in the early game, and he can do that, especially with the Spirit Breaker in this game here, Trent.
Yeah, he's getting a little impatient, I think. Not even going to wait for level 6 this time, you know.
No.
Clockwork was like the middle ground. Tidehunter's way out there in terms of, yeah, you can't do anything. But Spirit Breaker, he is the guy. He's able to show up in any lane, whenever he wants, get the action rolling nice and early.
See, that's the weird thing, though. He's in the off lane, like you're in the 3-position role. Usually when you're 4-position Spirit Breaker, you're charging so often that you're essentially roaming at that point. Does Ohio, like, stay and sit in lane and try to get last hits, or does he just do the same thing that all Spirit Breakers do and charge around the map?
I think this will probably end up being kind of a traditional Fnatic thing where you have the 2 3.5s and give more farm to DJ, or well, I guess it's Pilot Eye in this case. It's actually going to be DJ on the roster, so perhaps he's going to be one who gets that majority of the farm, and Pilot Eye will still stay really poor. But Undying or Rasta can both abuse having some nice early gold, so you might see this Undying or this Spirit Breaker being a little bit lower on the gold totem pole than most position 3s.
Right.
But overall, I do like the PA pick with what they're facing. They see that Sven in the end, and they're like, okay, we can get someone with some nice high evasion, try and handle this Sven. The possibility of the AM, I think, was definitely there with the Bloodseeker ban, perhaps considering that to be one of the final picks. And we saw this cute little play attempted yesterday. Now, mind you, it didn't work from the Rubik last time because, oh, he's going to try and come out early. All right, so he's going to try and avoid the problem that happened to our Rubik yesterday, where he wasn't able to do anything because the puck came back and got the courier in between the towers.
He's going to be sitting here for a while, it looks like,
Yeah,
though.
it's looking like it.
Yeah, this is a waiting game here being played by Lil, and I'm not even sure he's going to stay down here that
I think
that much
Excalibur
longer.
might be counting some heroes on the mini-map here and just thinking,
Guys, I wonder.
someone hasn't shown up quite yet.
Where could he be?
Oh, maybe not. He's counting my flawed.
It may be. The courier's coming out, the salve on it as well, and Lil is about to spot this momentarily. Here it comes. One auto attack, he needs another. The courier, it's going to go down, and that's a salve along with it. That is going to be the Radiant Courier killed. Well played from Lil, and it didn't really take that much time either. It came out rather quickly. I thought he might have had to stay there a little bit longer.
Patience. Key in a Dota match. And now he just TP's right back top because, hey, they're free now. And he's here to join into a tri-lane. So Ancient Apparition has a couple different friends in the last patch. Sven and Chaos Knight, the two big ones. Looking for some stuns to set up into the cold feet in this laning phase. Now he's got two friends.
Yeah.
He's going to have Rubik help kick things off. And 3 big stuns to try and whittle these guys down. Bottom lane, Brewmaster, not the best lane compared to the rest of this tournament so far. We've seen plenty of 1v1s
top lane, they have the Stormhammer, Pilot Eye, the decay coming in. There's the charge, the Soul Rip. They're turning it around perhaps. They just want to get Pilot Eye out of dodge. And it looks like he'll be able to do so. That Soul Rip heal is nuts. Plus the decay, he's up to 20 strength stolen. And, all right, well, that'll do it.
Yeah, he got all the units that time. Just level 1, 10 possible units, and there were plenty around to steal some HP from, so he was A-okay. But just back down that bottom lane, I guess, just Pasha, like, not going to be as easy as most Brewmasters. I don't think we can expect this guy to snowball out of control like some of our other ones, because he's not going to get that nice 1v1 matchup.
All right. He might get some help, though, later on down the road, but for now, yeah. He should do okay, but nothing too spectacular. Only one last hit for Pasha. He does have a DD, which will help out a lot, but things are actually going pretty well here for Fnatic in comparison to some of the laning phases they've had before. I mean, especially last game. Last game was I don't want to say an utter disaster in the laning phase, but that's pretty much what it was.
No,
it was an utter
disaster. You do want to say,
disaster.
because it was. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Well said, Trent. Thanks for backing me up there.
Dude, his little... I mean, I know he was patient last time, but this might be a little absurd. They're trying to force out an orb here, it looks like.
Charge away from Ohio. The Cold Feet just not latching the charge move speed, plus the boots, able to get out of dodge and make sure he can avoid that Cold Feet proc. So, Pasha down bottom, looking for DJ. The double damage, he's got Clap in 8 seconds. DJ, will he go for the dive? Envy looking for the body blocks, and he gets it off. Nicely done, saving the life of DJ, and Pasha can't find that kill, which would have been huge for him if he could have gotten it.
Yeah, Envy even has a salve. Oh, look at that. So nice. The carry's finally paying some things back here.
Yeah, what a nice carry. That's crazy.
Man, Lil is still just hovering around mid, waiting for Excalibur to please. There it is. There's the orb. Now it's time.
Waning Rift comes out. The lift will come through if he can find it, and he will. The Spirit Lance, Fade Bolt, and that is your first blood. And again, patience is a virtue here for Lil in this
He's so
beginning of the
annoying,
game.
dude. Like, he sat on that ramp forever waiting for this play here.
Charge top lane. Oh, the bash plus solar up onto Solo. The Cold Feet. He has stick charges, though, and now the Cold Feet should latch onto Ohio. Still pretty tanky with a stout shield. Solo will go for the TP. Maybe a bash coming out. No such luck. No first hit bash from Ohio, as the TP is successful from the Ancient Apparition.
They're in here pretty deep right now, too.
Stormhammer coming in, and yeah, they are way deep, and Ohio might die for it. Telekinesis, they really want this kill for Ramses, but it goes to a creep instead, so what are you going to do?
And Lil also just going to be beaten away here.
He will grab the bounty rune on the run. Now the charge coming back in as the Spirit Breaker has respawned. But Lil should be fine. This is mostly, I think, just to get back towards top lane for Ohio. But all right.
So overall, game plan-wise, I think it's safe to say they're looking on the earlier end here for Fnatic. Once you're running a core Spirit Breaker, probably looking for a lot of aggression. Kind of some classic MVP Dota stuff happening here with just like PA going crazy. Has a really nice friend in the Spirit Breaker to try and kick things off. And shutting down this puck is one great way to try and handle that, though. Excalibur, tons of focus on him this series. And again, that's not going to end here. Try and make good use of this. This is a pretty tough thing. Oh, there again, though. Just so much patience.
The clap comes out. They were waiting for that Elusive Orb the entire time. Good phase shift, but it's just not enough, especially with a level 1 phase shift. Easy kill for no one. And again, like you mentioned, the patience was there.
He's going to be so paranoid. Like, he's just never going to use that thing again.
He's like, you gotta be kidding me. He's like, you gotta be kidding me. And a Viz rune now too. Just all these things going wrong for Excalibur at this point too. It's a bit rough for him in the mid lane. He's died what, twice now? Lost a courier too.
I'm surprised even as 19 CS, to be honest with you.
Maybe they can kill no one. Shackles, it's not gonna be enough. He's got a doppelganger away. Don't want to use the Elusive Orb. That was that paranoia right there, maybe.
Yeah.
He thought about it for a second. But either way, Virtus.Pro, they've got 3 kills. They have a 1k advantage. The PL's farming well. Some good CS, though, for Fnatic. Again, it's just not as bad as it was in the last game. Envy is doing well. You've got the Spirit Breaker up to 25 last hits. They haven't found any kills for Fnatic, but they're doing pretty good. Top lane, there's going to be the Stormhammer coming with a Cold Feet. Pilot Eye lifted up as well. The Fable coming in. Cold Feet will latch. Ramsey's doing the damage. One more auto attack will get the job done. Ramses with the cleave taking him down. So another kill going the way of Virtus.Pro here in this top lane.
What's up with the Pink Floyd light show? Is that just me?
No, I saw it too.
This is sick.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
The Ramses cleave, yeah.
He looks
It's
great.
it's that sword. It's like...
He's styling.
This is some Cloud Strife shit in here, let me tell you, man. So, Ramses.
Bottom lane. They will get the shackle off. Man, max range there from DJ.
Pasha, there's the Hex up. He is in trouble. He's staying alive somehow, looking to try to take down the Tombstone. Not able to do so, though. And Envy comes in, and there's the first kill from Fnatic. Finally, at 6 minutes into the game, and they'll move things along here a little bit, try to get this game evened up.
I think the bloodshed might continue up top, too, though. Lil is just looking for the one simple grab into the large amount of chain stuns here.
Telekinesis, where's the Stormhammer to follow it up? They're under the tower. They decide not to dive.
He is pretty tanky at this point. He has the treads and the possibility of rotations. I'm surprised they didn't even get any, despite how far they were.
So we haven't really talked about no one here in the mid lane. He is Aquila. He has his boots done, raindrop, working on Diffusal now. Once you get the Diffusal, you can get involved
They're
early.
Try another wrap down
bottom. Pasha's in trouble. No 6 just yet. He's halfway there. He's not going to get there. The Shackles will come through. The Phantom Strike to give the attack speed. Good null, or excuse me, Fairy Fire, but it's not enough to keep him alive. It's going to be a kill going the way of Fnatic yet again. They're looking for Lil. They might dive this. Envy is salving up. He's got Phantom Strike at 2 and another Stifling Dagger, but Lil...
He has a ward.
They have vision, yes. The ward on the Uber Cliff, and Lil will drop down, and Envy will find another kill. good rotations coming in from Fnatic supports here. DJ and Paladai getting involved.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Envy this game. Earlier on, game number 1 definitely carried by Ohio and Paladai heavily. And even in game 2, the general strategy looked like it was going to rely on Envy just kind of sitting back and mostly looking for gold through farm, hitting some neutrals and stuff. But this game, it's going to be all kill base. Yeah, he needs a really heavy snowball to get going. He needs to not only get himself high, but keep his opponents low. They need to be playing aggressively to deal with stacks from the Sven, which have already begun. Despite the activeness of the supports on the Dire side, there's already a pretty hefty one up near the Roche pit here for the Dire. So they're going to be very cautious about keeping their momentum going here. And again, they have found Rubik, though.
Yeah.
Down bottom.
This is going to be another kill for Fnatic. Telekinesis done too little too late to the party there. And Envy will help secure another kill. DJ will get the last hit, so no big deal there. And maybe Pasha, they can find him. He does have split, so it's a lot harder to get this kill. Claps coming in, crits on both sides. Envy will back up. But I wanted to ask you about itemization for the PA this game. Do you need to deal with the Battle Fury for the PL? Do you need to maybe think about armor reduction? What are your choices here?
Yeah, he's queuing up the Battle Fury right now. I think our last PA also built it too. So there's a lot of benefits on the hero, right? You even have that nice little level 15 cleave too. Yep. Where you can get the talent based off it too. And yeah, there's the added bonus of having the PL in the game. Also, like the armor mechanics and everything with Warcry and stuff too can kind of benefit from the cleave. So overall, seems like a fair game for it. And now we have a Mask of Madness done for Ramses, 58 and 11.
Yeah, he's farming well.
Yeah.
He is farming very well, plus a couple of kills he's gotten.
Oh, and another stack here from Lil. Is he going to get this off?
Wow, this ancient stack over towards Roche.
That was a lot.
Oh yeah. That would have been Craig.
Those damn rocks, man. They're a little wide there.
These are some diligent supports, though. Lil is having a heck of a game. I mean, it feels like he's just done these little things that have been great. Getting the courier, making sure you sit and just wait for your loser mid and get a gank on the puck.
So
that's been huge.
3,800 gold. Is he going to try? Oh, I guess it's not as easy now, right? He doesn't have the stack, so... Or he doesn't have the shrine, rather, or else you could actually go for this earlier on. Slight nerf to Sven here.
He can try for it, but he might have to make 2 trips for it, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. Meanwhile, Envy getting aggressive with Excalibur. They dropped a ward down. Yeah. I think Solo might have spotted
doing
him.
laps down here. He's looking for people. He's like, where are they? Like, he's going in the trees.
He's trying to get as much vision as possible. Guys, they're not down here. I don't see them. I have no idea where they are.
Raindrops on Pilot Die. That means the Stormhammer does almost nothing, so...
But here comes no one, and this should be more than enough if they can find this kill. Telekinesis, they could have clipped him, decided not to, obviously, to get the kill. Just way better. And
space.
Space indeed. They're working on the Tier 1 tower, and that's exactly what they need. They don't have the best pushing with Envy and Ohio right now, but that doesn't matter. Right, Rasta 6, by the way, for DJ, so now they have wards.
The stack, though. 3,900 gold is where he started on Ramses.
Oh, man. He's getting help with Lil. Charge is coming in, though. Can they contest this? Ohio's coming on through. There's a Dream Coil elsewhere, I believe I heard. They're looking for a fight now. Lil's going to get Stifling Dagger crit, and another crit from Envy. Poor Rubik just gets blown away. Nether Strike was getting used from Ohio, cancels the animation. Pasha's coming up. He has the Primal Split. This is dangerous. The Tombstone will get taken down by the illusions of the PL, and Ohio will charge away. They got to kill. They're going to get out. They would have liked to contest, but at this point, everybody is here for Virtus.Pro, and Ramses will finish it off. Nothing they could do other than have Pilot just sit around.
Being dove into the Tier 1 mid way deep by these PL illusions.
Yeah, DJ's in a lot of trouble. Fade Bolt, they just need a little bit more damage. The auto attacks from the illusions won't be enough, it looks like. And on the other side, Envy looking to jump in. Soul Rip in. Lil, Decay, stays alive. The stick charges are there. Lil will back himself up onto the ramp and stay alive.
Jeez, DJ having to shackle and then hex that very last unit there to stay alive. Close stuff. But, man, no one getting so much done here on that PL early on. We talked about the counter to the Undying and how it kept getting vandoed every time the hero was picked, but he has slipped through this time, so the Tombstone just feels so weak.
Yeah.
The illusions get on top of it.
It's not really doing much in these fights, as you saw in the last engagement. Ohio top lane, Stormhammer with the Ice Vortex into the Cold Feet. He's got another strike. He will use it and then charge into Ramses. Avoid the Cold Feet proc. And Solo getting chased down. He needs a bash. You can't find at the ranged auto attack that you might see sometimes. Doesn't come out for Ohio this time. They won't get the job done, but we do have Envy and Pilot Eye rotating top. Stifling Dagger. Ramses might be in trouble. The charge will come through. Where's the crits? The Warcry will come in. They have the Soul Rip on top of it. Stormhammer onto 2, but Ramses should fall here to Envy with one more auto attack. Ohio will take it instead. He gets the bash with the last auto attack, and now Envy's starting to get involved, and they're going to find a Tier 1 tower. DJ still has wards to use if he wants to, if they want to go for a Tier 2 perhaps.
Things are going according to plan right now. they have kind of checked off those big boxes against the Sven draft. They've gotten the vision around the Ancients. They're keeping an eye on it. They're playing aggressively. They're forcing him out of the lane. They're even getting a kill on him. And he's now been eclipsed by Envy in terms of the net worth here.
And it's only going to get worse once Envy gets this Battle Fury. Things get better as the Tier 2 is also getting assaulted for Fnatic. They've dropped the Serpent Ward solo behind the tower, but Ohio is way far away. He actually pops the drums just to make sure he can hightail it out of there quick enough. Pasha, no blink yet. That's the big item they're waiting for Virtus.Pro, or at least one of them. He needs that to get in sort of an initiate, but they will clear out these Serpent Wards. A lot of gold being taken for Pasha here.
Yeah, actually, there were a ton of denies there from DJ. He was microing like crazy on the snakes to take away a lot of the gold that Pasha could have gotten there. Very nicely done.
That's hype. Illusory Orb stolen by the Rubik, so some initiation potential. He's got his null field on, I think, aggressively.
Yep.
Yeah, so cool. Good stuff.
And only one component here, it looks like, remaining for Envy. It's just going to be that Demon Edge.
Yeah, remember, they reworked the Battle Fury, right?
Yeah.
It's cheaper now, so overall I think it's a buff to the item and makes it easier for the PA to pick it up here. So Envy will have it soon.
Anti-mage win rate, I believe, in pubs. A sure indicator of how ridiculous it seems to be here. Just going to doppelganger right up here. They
Here we go.
Chance of the split.
Ohio charged in trying to get the split before it happened, but the split was successful, and now the Tombstone, again, it's just dead. They're going to try for the TP. DJ, I think, is just dead here. He'll be the martyr for the cause, but split was used just for a support kill.
Yeah.
Not that bad, all things considered, for Fnatic, especially considering Excalibur is pushing in mid right now.
I think they thought that was going to go a lot better. They had really great vision with that ward that was kind of scouting out everything they were doing there, but only able to get one kill. It does get the blink onto Pasha, though, so maybe you can call it worth it in that sense.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Ohio was still up there the entire time, and
Yeah,
he's just charging out of there.
Tries
Ramses?
to blind him while he flies by.
Yeah.
Like, kids with those lights annoying like
Oh, Lil gets the telekinesis off. The Veil will get dropped down. Good body blocks. Pasha's hereby as well. Jumping clap onto 2. Ohio's in trouble. Waiting Rift coming out. Pilot Eye the Solar, but there's nobody around, so the heal does nothing. Still, he'll be able to TP home. Good try from Virtus.Pro, especially with those body blocks from Lil. Not able to get the job done, though.
And Envy just continues clearing up some neutrals. He's staying next to a couple bounty runes here. It looks like Lil will be able to steal this one here, though, in time. What about Ancients, though? We got one stack down bottom.
One
and
stack
one
up top. Yeah, so Ramses is
right on
still getting that farm. He's still somehow behind Envy, which is pretty impressive considering that Ramses has had these Ancient stacks to work with. Envy's doing a very good job in his own farm.
Solo's been targeted up here because he walked past his Observer Ward. And he's going to see the fact that Excalibur's rotating towards him, but it looks like no one's going to come to assist him.
Illusory Orb misses. They're not going to go for it. They're just too scared of people rotating into the tier 2, excuse me.
All right, well, thought he was dead for sure. Solo maybe a little bit lucky there.
Man, Envy very close to this Battle Fury. Level 10 now too, holding on to the point for the talent. We'll see what he goes for.
I don't know. I can't say I enjoy how much momentum they've lost here now, though, right? Because like he's been just sitting hitting neutrals for quite a while, and that means Ohio has nothing really to do. They're pressuring a little bit, but they're like what, charging an AA? I mean,
Yeah.
they're not getting kills here with Excalibur. It feels like they need some grouping that's going right now that doesn't involve Envy. I don't think everyone can sit back at this moment just because of that. I mean, you have an Undying, you have Snakes. These are the kind of things that you really want to be using right now. They
And
probably could have had like a full volley of these spells without Envy, and he will finally join now.
But at the same time, Virtus.Pro are smoking together. This looks like more of a warding mission than anything else. I think they smoked with no one, but he's back just farming at this point. And they're going to drop some wards down, but in the meantime, Fnatic are going to head into Roche. This is the objective they need. They're going to drop the Serpent Wards inside the pit Trent.
Yeah, Ohio had a really early medallion too. It's not actually there. It's just coming in on the courier, so...
They just pinged Roche. I think they might have seen it. They're going to jump in the
Hello.
split immediately from Pasha just to make sure he can get it off. Envy has to back up. There's the telekinesis. They do get the Dream Coil off, but it's only on Lil. Tombstone was stolen, but he is going to fall instantly. The Illusory Orb. Now they'll take the Tombstone down. Ramsey's looking to jump in. Stormhammer onto one. There's the Godstring. The Cold Feet. Excalibur still alive. He also has a regen rune. Can't get it off, nor can he get off that phase shift either. On the other side, Pasha. His ultimate's over, but they need more help for now. Ether shot coming in. No one. Looks like he is going to at least get that kill on DJ, a double kill, an unstoppable spree. Pilot Eye had to run, so too did Envy. Maybe VP can get inside the Roche pit now, we'll see. They're going to chase after Ohio, still up here into the enemy jungle. Ice Blast, that'll bring him down. Blown away with a Stormhammer and a Clap to follow up 2. Virtus.Pro will take down 3, contest Roche, and get some more room to work with here.
Maybe a bit of a risky play there from Fnatic, but
Yeah.
trying to go in there with no kills. a little bit difficult and heavily punished for it. This could be kind of stuff that spells the end for them. I'm not sure you are going to have the Battle Fury done, but now is this just Envy going back to farming, and where does this leave everyone else? This reminds me of last game with Ohio, where he had like no one to do anything with. I guess they're going to have to rely just on the puck, right? You have this Veil, but he doesn't have his Blink Dagger, so it's difficult for him to follow up with stuff like the Spirit Breaker is doing.
Can you afford to wait for that next set of items?
And then look at this too. There's a ward that spots all of this in the mid lane. The charge coming through. The 2 heroes just sitting there. The smokes purchased.
I mean, they have so much vision. Look at the enemy jungle. There's 2 wards here placed for the Dire that they just placed down on the warding mission with the 2 supports. So, meanwhile, bottom, they're going to charge into Excalibur. He will avoid the Spirit Lance. He's going to try to jaunt away. The telekinesis is there. No such luck. Still doesn't have his Blink Dagger. Phase Shift won't do anything. He's going to get dropped again. No one wicked sick right now. We haven't talked about him much, but he's got bots and a Diffusal and now working on a Manta style for this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, he's terrifying. he can show up whenever Pasha wants him. Like, Pasha has ulti, they're ready to fight. In fact, they're going to fight without it.
Stormhammer coming in. They've got the God Strength. Ohio's in, but too little, too late. He'll charge away. He might actually be able to make it out, but they'll take down these wards. At the very least, DJ will get the tier 1 tower, but they're kind of giving away, it feels like maybe a little too much, especially with that puck kill bottom. They might lose the tier 1 mid,
I just don't know if this is the lead that was going to be enough. Like, they came out ahead in the laning stage, but now obviously they're clawing right back here at 18 minutes for VP. And core Spirit Breaker, Undying on your team. This Rasa who's looking to perform with the snakes and get down some objectives, and a blinkless puck. Yeah. Feels incredibly difficult. They're going to need a big fight. They're going to need some giant cleave from Envy where he wipes out 3 heroes. They're going to need that next Roche. Everything pretty much has to go perfectly and flawlessly for them over the next 3 or 4 minutes. But you're fighting into, again, a guy who still has split. That wasn't used. Some relatively low cooldowns with like the Rubik spells and just having the telekinesis. He has some vision of his own with the charge where he can follow people around. And then you're just throwing in some ice blasts.
They just keep stacking these Ancients too. I mean, they are just letting Sven continue to farm out of control. And even no one as well, who's just rich. 10,000 net worth right now. Virtus.Pro starting to really gain that advantage. Pili die. We talked about the PL, the Tombstone. It's just not done that much. He didn't even level it up. It's level 1. He's just not had the impact maybe they would have liked, but we'll see. It's not over yet. It's only a 3K lead. This is much, much better for Fnatic than it was in game number 2, but still kind of behind here at 19 minutes into the game. And you're dead.
That vision we were just highlighting. See how impactful it can be. Just instant kill for free. Just an ice blast.
Meanwhile, they'll find Ohio elsewhere on the map. Dream Coil onto 2. They're going to try to turn this around. Dream Coil stolen by Lil. He will break his own coil. He's going to get shackled up. Envy's trying to fight this. No one is in at the party. He botsed in, and he's looking to take down Envy, who is getting very low. But he gets some crits. Maybe he can find no one here. They're looking to turn on him. Envy trying to find him. The illusions covering the tracks, but Excalibur looking for more. Pasha's got to jump in. He's going to split as well, and now Envy's in some serious trouble. Getting low, taking some auto attack damage. Serpent wards were stolen by Lil. He's making the plays and they need to make to get this win here. And DJ about to drop as well. Envy gets dropped down too. It's a double kill for Lil, playing out of his mind on this Rubik here in game 3.
Absolutely. First the Dream Coil to help delay that initial kill, stun up the puck, make sure they couldn't bring down the Sven before no one got there. No one comes in, makes the hard more difficult. Envy gets a little lucky with the crit to turn around. I mean, that's what you need with PA, but then the stolen snakes on top.
They need no one so badly. One more auto attack will do the job, and there it is finally. Ice Blast will sail through, but too little too late. It doesn't even hit onto Excalibur as he jumps away just in time. Pasha's into the tree line now. Excalibur still on the hunt. He's got the Dream Coil in 2 seconds. A Lucifer Orb coming in. They'll find him now. Ohio's there. He's got the charge. No Nether Strike. He just used it. Dream Coil still ready to go. He'll drop the Veil down. Another Lucifer Orb ready. Charge coming back in. The Waning Rift. They're taking so much time killing this hero, but they will. And Ramses is into the fray. Excalibur jaunts away just in time away from Ramses to get out of trouble. That was, of course, the Mask of Madness pop from Ramses. He might get Pili die out of this. In fact, he will.
Are we willing to leave this area now? Can we get out of here?
It's like a 3-minute fight here.
Well played by Fnatic to get right back up there instantaneously. I mean, the help of a Spirit Breaker there. And they clean up a lot of their losses from that engagement. So we've kind of balanced back out to around that 3K lead here for the Dire, which overall should be seen as a benefit here for the Radiant. And now another important part of this Battle Fury, it's Envy actually spotting and maybe even considering some aggression in towards these Ancients. He gives them a little bit of a tap here first, but this is something where if they do get control of those areas, they can take these away. Lil's going to form another one up here. So he stacks the top Ancient camp.
Yeah, they are serious about stacking these camps for this Fen. Envy tried it, but he was alone, and the rest of the heroes were nearby. And in fact, as soon as Envy spots it down bottom, Ramses is just going to take care of the stack. And he just gets further and further ahead in terms of his farm. He's a little bit behind Envy now, but he's still doing well. He's working on his BKB, which Envy is also doing. No, he actually transitioned into a Manta style. He was going to go for BKB, but Envy is going to transition into that Manta.
20% cleave talent, 40% cleave battle fury.
Nice.
Good to go.
Thought he might have gotten the corruption, but looks like no. Offensive glyph comes out.
Yeah. Offensive and defensive that hold the bottom for a little bit and then helps them at the top push.
Tier 1 will fall bottom lane. No one will take it down. Tier 2 top lane should get taken by Envy here in a moment. A couple of heroes sort of rotating into the vicinity, but for now, it looks as if VP are more concerned about pushing in bottom with Lil, just continuing to farm. Ohio will charge across the map, trying to get to bottom. They're charging on Lil, who's going to use Serpent Wards. DJ, he's got the Hex there. Nice cancel. In fact, he was trying to TP out for Lil on the Rubik. He dropped the Serpent Wards, tried to go for the TP, but now he's going to fall. Another strike will come in. No one comes in too late, but he can try to take down Ohio. But he just goes for the instant TP. Ice Blast will sail a little bit too late. And no one can't find the target. Maybe they get the tower, though, even though the wards are now gone.
Well, again, they are biting into that lead, though. Now down to 2K.
All right. Envy. Can he carry the game again? Much like game 1. He's getting there. Manta just about done for this PA level 16 top lane, though. They're looking for the Sven. He has BKB. He doesn't want to pop it, but there it is. The 10-second BKB now down. I have to pop a couple of abilities there for Fnatic, but it's much worth it.
I think fights, if they don't initiate on the side of Fnatic, are probably going to look quite scary, right? The Manta will be there, so at least he'll have one option for dealing with the Brewmaster's evasion if he just wants to hit him with that Drunken Haze. But until a BKB, if they aren't the ones initiating and you don't have that really quick burst from Envy, it's not going to be reliable damage from him throughout the engagements. And, well, speaking of reliable damage, how about some double damage? And it's right next to the Roche pit at about 24 minutes. This is kind of the current Dota classic. Give me a medallion, put it on top of Roche, and watch him melt like butter.
That's a perfect time for it. He's doing this alone, and it's getting down. And
they're so close.
They're very close. They are sitting right across the way doing Aegis. The Ice Blast will come in perhaps too late. Envy's going to get this Aegis. That is a huge pickup for Fnatic. It's exactly what they needed.
They get that under the nose of the Panda split, too.
Man, that could have been huge for Virtus.Pro. They take a fight there, they win the fight, they get Aegis, and of course they get a couple of kills and things start going even better for them. But Envy's second in net worth just behind the Phantom Lancer, who is now built into a Manta style, along with bots and Diffusal. And,
yeah, I'm impressed with what they're doing here. Like, they are keeping up that momentum that they need with this draft. And now they have the Shadow Blade on the Spirit Breaker too. So this is just another tool to try and keep that aggressive playstyle that they require with the PA. And every time she moves across the map to get into these ganks, she just like eliminate a camp instantaneously. So she keeps her own gold going with these heroes that are just farming non-stop like a Sven and a PL, while still increasing the aggressive potential of Fnatic. They don't really have the same pickoff stuff from the Dire. I mean, they're smoked up as 5. This way they can get kills, but it's a little bit easier to set up across the map, of course, with a Puck and a Spirit Breaker, just way more mobile in their ganking. Yeah, whereas they only have like the Blink Rubik right now for Dire.
Yeah, that's one detriment. They're looking to fight.
Ohio. He pops the smoke as he goes by.
Solo is going to get caught with another strike. Jumping in, Envy. Solo still alive for now. Here comes the split. He doesn't get it off in time. I think the waiting rift came through, but Ohio in trouble. Envy has the Aegis, but they will trade 1-for-1 for now. Aegis has not been used. Phantom Strike was able to get Envy away. He doesn't want to use it yet. On the other side, DJ getting chased down. He's actually ward-trapped Ramsey as he's BKB, which is a nice play, but he will still fall nonetheless. And it is a double kill for Pasha with the Brew split. 2-for-1 trade at the end of the day, but no Aegis used by Envy, so all things considered, it could have been a lot worse for Fnatic there.
Yeah, looks like he was just able to limp his way to the shrine, I guess, to keep himself alive, but still going to be a dire victory there. Must have been going to the side of our Brewmaster, and Pasha now Blink of Vlad's and well on his way towards that Assault Cuirass, but a wave pushes in top, gets a little bit of love damage from the catapult there.
Yeah, I think Envy really needs his BKB. Once he has it, he can really start fighting. Dish out the damage, get some crits. Feels like that's what they're waiting on. We haven't really talked about Excalibur either. He is working on a Lincoln Sphere of his own. But we do get a couple of Shadow Blades. I think the Spirit Breaker just picked up one, and now the Sven also just picked up one for a Silver Edge, more than likely.
Yeah, just trying to give a solution for the PA. Obviously, MKB, not a full solution these days. So the Silver Edge is actually more reliable in that sense. Only thing is, you still have to actually get the active on top of her, which can be a little bit more difficult than said. If there's any sort of like vision down, maybe he'll get hexed or something. Quick grab mid.
That is going to be a dead Ohio. Oh, the Stifling Dagger did a lot of damage to Lil at the very least.
Yeah, that's actually kind of absurd. How much
Just
damage that just did.
It almost, yeah, it wrecked him. That was pretty nuts. Excalibur is getting charged. I think the Rubik stole charge. They're looking at Chase. Drunken Haze coming out from Pasha, looking for Pilot Eye, the easier target of the two for sure. He's going to drop Tombstone. I don't think it's going to matter. They need more help. Although Envy's in, and maybe they could turn this around now. In fact, they're going to find this kill on the Brewmaster, perhaps. He's got split in 5, cannot get it off. Dead for 56 seconds. Very big fight there to turn and get that kill on the Brew on VP.
And with the Spirit Breaker coming back up in just a moment, he can instantly join them here. There's no Radiant Vision inside. Okay, now they spot the PL.
Envy walks right in. Telekinesis. He's in trouble, but he's got the sword. There's the Serpent Wards as well. Ramses is in. Blows away that Shadow Shaman, and Envy's in trouble, but that's just the Aegis. BKB will be down here in a moment for Ramses, plus he's a little bit low in mana. There's the Eul Scepter keeping the puck alive for now. He's low on mana. No one coming in. Envy taking control of these illusions, and now chasing after no one. The charge is there. Lil's back in. The Fable will come through. There's the Stormhammer too. The Telekinesis, no one. Doppelgangering away. Stifling Dagger, can he get on the Phantom Strike? He's solo. The Nether Strike from across the map, it feels like. They get the kill, and Solo will fall as well. 3 dead now, including that Brewmaster who died earlier on in the fray, and the big kill onto no one. The PL will go down.
Maybe, I guess, VP getting a bit too aggressive there, right? They're the ones who kind of push this whole thing to become an engagement, when really it's them who really feel like they can just sit back and feel pretty good about this game. They have the Sven, they have the PL. There's definitely this burden and pressure, it feels like, on the Radiant to be the ones to get aggressive like that, and they answer in kind there. Getting plenty of kills and almost bringing this to a balanced out game here, as Envy has claimed his rightful spot on top of the chart here.
Envy
True
Dota.
4 protect 1 strat coming out here. You kind of expect if there's really one core you're funneling everything into, he should be up the very top.
Yep.
Excalibur
really
not quite able to keep up there.
That might come later, though, but for now, working on a Lincoln Sphere for Excalibur. The big item, the biggest item, perhaps, of the game is going to be this BKB from Envy, I feel like, and he's close. He's going to have it here in just a moment. When he does, things might get a bit easier for Fnatic. They lost the Aegis, so he won't have it for the next fight. Still, very good vision for Virtus.Pro. These wards have been placed, it feels like, just recently, and they have a lot of aggressive ones over in this mid lane for now. So that's good, but they might have to deal with top lane. They thought about going on Ramses. Instead, they're going to back away. They don't know where the rest of these heroes are. Virtus.Pro, that's where they are. They're going to smoke up mid and move towards top lane, in fact.
Yeah, Brewmaster has historically been such a good hero up against your Phantom Assassins, your Ursas, even your Svens on its own team. But it's all about just like cycloning up during these engagements. And now should be free reign here for him. Nothing that can stop him during his BKB rampage.
That's going to be very important.
And VP are playing pretty aggressive and close. This might give them that opportunity they're looking for. Envy has the TP scroll. They have all their ultimates on the Radiant. They kind of need a good charge. It's going to go for a smoke play here.
Yeah, there is a smoke.
And they actually found a spot that is outside of the vision. So
yeah.
Might not necessarily know about this here from the Dire.
Yeah, they're going to see some people off the map, though. There's a DD rune at the bottom rune spot.
He canceled it.
Oh, alright.
He put it in their vision, cancel it, and now they're all just going to shadow him. They're hoping to see someone show up here.
Two teams are on the pretty much opposite side of the map here at this point. Envy picks up Excalibur's bottle, and now he has a DD in it. That's perfect. This is typical Envy. Get that bottle, get the DD bottled up, and get ready to go for that next fight.
Yeah, the smoke's about to expire, though. Will they reveal themselves here as the other Radiant heroes?
Scan
Currently,
comes
they're all
out.
hidden.
Ohio has been scanned. He will charge. Lil was scanning towards bottom, decides to cut it off before he actually gets there. They're working on this tier 2 tower. So Virtus.Pro took the tier 1 top, but Fnatic will take the tier 2 bottom in the meantime. And double damage was used to get it for PA. He was looking for a target, but now Virtus.Pro, they're just all sitting in their base. They don't want any part of that. In the meantime, Pasha will split push.
Though. He's out of there.
He's just gone. All right.
Okay, forces an answer back here from the Radiant. And that starts pushing us more in towards Roche being the next big engagement. So it was snuck away from VP last time. No opportunity for Pasha to make plays here. But you got to imagine this time they're going to be way more diligent about it. Keep the warding up here. It's already starting to be done by Solo. He's throwing that Vortex in. He knows, I mean, there's still 30 seconds ago and he's throwing a Vortex in.
Yeah.
Wants no opportunities here. Waiting to see this thing.
Vision battle being won currently by this dire team, Virtus.Pro.
Great choice here from Ohio as well, heading in towards that Blade Mail next. And we talked about the possibility of giving a lot of that gold over to DJ this game, and you're starting to see it, right? This is win this game with this Aegis. The second one with the cheese is the ideal situation for them. They can have potential Aghanim Scepter farmed up on DJ by passing all this gold off. Ohio doesn't really need anything else. He's gotten a Blade Mail, a Shadow Blade, and a Medallion. These are the items that he feels pretty comfortable with. I'm okay with funneling everything into DJ now and going for that peak victory, but those are the things that we've seen a lot of teams miss out on so far this tournament. It's those timed victories. I mean, you could even see that's what happened in Game 1, right? VP felt like they were way ahead. It looked very good, but they couldn't quite crack that high ground at a time where it felt like they should have been able to. So the question is, will Fnatic get this Roche, and will they actually be able to find the snake play high ground?
It's kind of crazy. DJ has gotten this farm all of a sudden. He has the Point Booster plus Ogre Club plus one more component of his Aghanims here in the next few seconds. And with that, he's even closer to the Aghanim Scepter like you talked about. That is a huge item. I didn't even really notice that he was getting at that point, but he's got that plus Blink, so DJ is farmed. And like you talked about, these 3.5 cores for Fnatic, it's working out well, at least for right now, but we'll see. They're kind of posturing around Roche. It will respawn in 30 seconds. That's when the teams need to be ready and raring to go. Bottom is pushed in pretty far. The tier 2 tower is in fact going to fall, it looks like.
They have
next
a gem
wave
for DJ here too. They might smoke up with this. One thing is Envy doesn't have a TP on him right now though, so he can't go for any sort of like push down bottom. Someone else is going to have to. This is just getting like free tower damage. In fact, it's almost dead. Might as well just deny it from Excalibur, honestly.
Yeah, if you should. I'm surprised this thing survived as long as it did.
I'll leave it for now if the wave's going to be that far out anyway, I suppose. But there's Roche there in the pit, and the Radiant Heroes are nowhere nearby. Puck is far away.
This could fall pretty quickly. Ramses is not, there it is. He's going to pop the God Strength now, and this is going to go down pretty fast, I think. They need to get to the pit, but I think it's too little too late. Roche is already done, and this will be Aegis and Cheese going the way of Virtus.Pro. And now do you commit to the fight, or do you back up and away if you're Fnatic?
They're too far away, I think. Maybe if someone does, like, if they come in too aggressively, like if no one had just, like, ran through the river, maybe, but they're gone. And they've missed their window. Not able to manipulate the creep waves. Very successful from VP. They're the ones who get the push out in the mid, force them back, and get themselves the Roshan.
Now a 4K lead for Virtus.Pro. Not much at 34 minutes into the game, although they will find Lil. He's going to get caught with a Waning Rift. The charge will be up as well. He's got Blink at 3. He does have Illusory Orb if he can get it off, but he cannot. Too much of a burst damage there coming in from Excalibur in Ohio.
Okay, now this is a pretty nice pick.
What can they do with it, though? They have to push out top first and foremost. And this will allow Envy to farm a bit more, and of course DJ to get this Aghanim Scepter too.
Yeah, I think DJ's the one who gives the most space for, honestly. He doesn't have to worry about this like blinking in Rubik grabbing him, or having charge perhaps from across the map or something. He's the guy who can play a little bit more dangerous now, especially if he spots Sven anywhere. Speaking of spotting, the Radiant Vision, probably the next big thing they need to work on. They have this gem. They need to try and clear out, arrest this whole mid area, get rid of all these sentries, all of these wards, and try and get something going here. Pilot Eye will start that right now with one ward here near the Ancients, trying to spot where Sven will be on the map.
Yeah, this Vision battle has been won pretty much by Virtus.Pro all game, and this gem needs to make a big impact for Fnatic.
And these levels on PL and Sven are kind of ridiculous.
Wait, no one... Wow, he found DJ, but DJ's able to blink and TP away. That was very close. He almost died.
And no one's sitting on Aegis and Cheese, so if they try and make any sort of a play on top of him, likely not to go too well over the next 3.5 minutes here. And that means at that point he'll probably be into level 25.
Yeah. Man, and the Sven, level 23 too, Ramses is still pretty farmed. You have these two cores versus the solo core of Fnatic at this point. He's going to be building into an MKB already with the Silver Edge, so he really wants to deal with this evasion of the PA at this point in the game.
Yeah, he is the one-man solution to that hero.
Yep. Which is fine. That's all they need. This Sven to bring down the Phantom Assassin, and then they're golden. They really don't have to worry about anybody else. Excalibur, he's not even on Lincoln Sphere. Oh, he just finished it, actually.
Double up on the evasion. There you go. Deal with the Silver Edge that way. Now, he'll be a little upset, I'm sure, once that MKB comes out if he actually gets there. But, oh, wow. Did he? Yeah, no, he actually did. All right.
Butterfly picked up. My God. Well, No one has a DD. He'll finally take down that tier 2 tower. Could have been denied by Excalibur earlier, but they couldn't quite get there. And now they'll push up high ground. It's Aegis and Cheese time here for Virtus.Pro. So just like that, with one Aegis
and a DD,
one Cheese, they're able to put some pressure on the tower. But again, VP playing pretty methodically. They're going to jump in. They were looking for a lift onto Ohio. They couldn't quite find it. Tier 3 tower is going to get glyphed. The Eul Scepter will come out. Pylite die. There's the split coming in from Pasha. He's going to dive deep. Just make sure that they can't fight at this tower. Excalibur, his Lincoln Sphere is broken. Waning Rift comes in. He jaunted very far. Excalibur, he's too far up. He's going to have to phase shift. He can blink away here in just a moment.
Not coming back. They're trying to get a split push going at top and bottom with DJ top and Envy bottom.
They've got the Serpent Wards. They might be able to get 2 sets of racks if they're lucky here. They have to back up. They're going to go for the TPs. They're going to get canceled by Excalibur. No one can't make it back. Solo can, but Ramses will take down DJ. In the meantime, Envy's going to grab the tier 3 tower, but Pasha is back and ready to go. There's the telekinesis. The Sven is at the top racks, so he can rotate bottom here and try to stop Envy.
BKB. He's just getting this as far as he can before he BKB.
There he goes. BKB TP will come out. They get some tier 3 towers. They put some pressure on the dire range racks in the top lane, and they will lose their racks bottom for it, though. It was a good attempt coming in from Fnatic, but it is still 1 racks for 2 tier 3s, essentially.
Yeah, definitely a risky play. I don't know. Maybe I guess they felt like they just could not fight into that PL. There's just no way that comes out victorious. He's very farmed. With the Aegis, the Cheese, the Diffusal, the Scotty. Maybe it felt like an impossible task. He's just trying to get what you can from that. So you got to give them credit. I mean, getting 2 tier 3s like that is pretty nice. They can actually try and focus down some shrines themselves. But overall, it's VP, of course, who have gotten the racks and feel in control of this game.
Yeah, at this point, you just have Ramses and PL played by no one so far ahead. They have now an MKB for both Sven as well as the Phantom Lancer.
That's this butterfly pickup now is making you a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, I don't know.
It doesn't feel good anymore, for sure.
It's a great answer to Silver Edge. I can concur there, but once there's 2 MKBs, it's feeling pretty hurting.
And this, they're going to go for it.
No
Jump
clap
in,
again. He's
the
just
split.
in.
He just wants to zone him out.
270 damage per Earth Panda hit.
Dream Coil, they'll blow up the Wind Panda for now. The Dream Coil came out. Ohio charges in with that new 400 charge speed. Another strike, they want Lil. Illusory Orb, he's not dead yet, finally will fall. But in the meantime, Melee Rax is gone, and Ramses is going to get another Melee Rax in that top lane. And here comes the cleave. The double kill from Ramses. The Shackle will come out, but it's too little too late. Envy's going to try to fight this. The clap is in. They do drop the Serpent Wards. They might get this kill. Ramses trying to stay alive, cannot, but here's no one. He lost his Aegis, but he still has Cheese. Envy low. He's going to get dropped. The BKB won't save him. He has buyback. He might have to use it. Lose your Orb flying across the map. DJ is going to be next. No one is going in. DJ will fall to the cold feet in 1 auto attack from Solo. Envy will take 1 down, but looking for no one. 4 dead now on the side of Virtus.Pro. Can they get no one? The Eul Scepter will come in. He's got Doppelganger at the ready. He uses it just in time, but he will not survive. Or Willie, he's going to juke in, but the... he Doppelgangers again, just barely. He's in the tree, juking and jiving, but still. It is going to be all 5 dead for Virtus.Pro, but the damage has been done. I believe that is Megas going the way of Virtus.Pro.
Yep.
And that might be able to do it here for Virtus.Pro in the next few minutes.
Something tells me this Fnatic squad might not give up so easily, though. I don't know. I have this
sneaky suspicion.
something in the back of my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it feels like it's another game where the window has been slammed shut. Any of these drafts that felt like they had a certain timing that otherwise it was going to be a very difficult game, they haven't done so well. And that Roche just losing it seems to have crippled what looked like a pretty decent chance for Fnatic, honestly.
Yep. It was even up until that point, pretty much. Lil will get dropped. Nice little pick, but Fnatic, they have to make some desperate maneuver, I feel like. They're still a tier 2 mid. They wanted those racks bottom and top. They're trying to get those waves pushed out as best as possible. It's not easy. Not even working on bottom. Envy is just going straight in right now. I don't know what he's doing.
He's distracting the buildings.
Yeah, I guess.
He's trying to force a buyback. He's like, maybe someone will just buy back if I run in, do you think?
They're all backdoor
Didn't
protected.
work.
Yeah, there's no concern here. The waves are nowhere near close to the tier 3 towers or to the wreck, so he's just making laps around the enemy base. So, no luck. One more fight for Virtus.Pro. If it's won, it should be the game. They'll take down a couple of shrines for Fnatic at the very least, but 11k lead, and this feels it's not as insurmountable as the second game was, but it feels pretty damn rough here for Fnatic.
There's a lot of creeps down bottom.
Yeah, there really are.
There's one less Undying on this map. Hey, look at that. That nice little talent that gives some extra gold whenever you kill Undying.
Radiant's
Nice.
So really great talent when you're playing against Undying. Extra 200 gold, man. That is something. That might have to be taken out. I feel kind of bad every time that happens.
Well, they have to deal with the creeps mid now. DJ's taking a lot of damage just from these megas. And the assault begins. The tier 4 tower, it's already pretty low. Ice Blast will come through, but swing and a miss there. Fnatic.
Very sneaky Ramses here.
Yeah, he's ready.
Sleuthing his way around the Radiant base.
And he's got a Moon Shard too. God Strength's up, BKB's
now
up.
we're talking.
It's time to go.
Do you think we'll get to see the Pasha Aghanim's? I would be okay with that.
That would be hype.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get there someday.
Radiant's
For now, a shrine. Thoughts about Roche possibilities here.
2 minutes
will
for-
respawn in 2 minutes. Yeah, a little bit longer than I'm sure they wanted.
They could really wait for that. I think they'll, again, I'm pretty sure they'll take it a bit slow.
Well, I mean, who
considering how
doesn't
one
want
game
another
two.
refresher shard? That thing was pretty cool. Not gonna be nearly as nice as last.
Yeah, but who do you
one,
give it to this time?
I don't know, double Sven everything. BKB,
That's fair.
Strength, Silver Edge, Blink.
No double split? Nah, the Spen's probably
I
better.
feel like it lasts so long, the game will be over before you can split again.
Yeah, true. Well, it's going to be Roche. Maybe that's what they wait for. They're thinking about it. They're sitting on the high ground opposite the base. And VP will move together as a team, just make sure they farm them as much as possible. AA has just decided, I want this game to be over. I bought a Meteor Hammer. Let's do it.
Nice. All right, good choice. He's gonna Meteor Hammer Roche.
Oh,
Destroy him.
Envy's going for Rapier.
Yeah.
Which
good
you
choice.
have to at
I
this
mean,
game.
Yeah. I kind of thought that might be the plan last game too, but didn't really get into that possibility of happening, honestly. All right, he's out again. At least he has that safety this game. Until someone picks up some bashes.
Yeah, no look there. All right, then. Things have slowed down a little bit past couple of minutes. Roche will be up in 36 seconds. And that's when you make a go. No one is farmed to all hell. He even has a bottled up DD rune. So that's pretty nice. Level 25, of course. And take things slow here. We'll see what
You can
Fnatic
even
can
use
get
your
done.
illusion rune at Roche.
Yes, perfect.
What a time to be alive in Dota 2.
What a change. What a change indeed. All right, then.
Yeah, we're almost there. Let's go on that. Man, he finds an arcane rune. This guy's all over the place right now. And the Radiant. Well, they just wait for the next waves to come on in.
Remember,
1,800 gold till Rapier.
loser of this series goes down to the lower bracket, and that is a best-of-1 matchup between OG and one of these teams.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't want to do that.
That would
No,
be...
thank you.
Yeah, no
I will
thanks.
pass.
Yes,
See
Fnatic
those
might not
guys
have a
down there.
choice. Virtus.Pro, if they win this, they'll move on to play up against Vici in a best-of-3 later on in the upper bracket. They will take down Roche, they will grab an Aegis, they will grab
Eat the
Cheese,
shard.
and the Shard is available.
Oh, he's trying to get... Move those illusions, dude. I need this
There
refresher
it is.
shard here. Oh, he's going to put away the boots. Okay. I thought maybe he'd just eat them.
That's fine.
But...
If only he had Flutter.
Oh, this is so disgusting, actually.
Yep.
He's just like a giant golden god of death.
Can you just, like, hit the buildings and win that way? I feel like...
You actually could. There must be a glyph, yeah. It's been that long. So they'll have to try and force that out first. They've pinged the shard.
Shard comes in, and Envy's going to jump, and Ramses might lose one of these lives. He's actually down for 100 seconds. He didn't have the Aegis or Cheese. There's the Aegis going for no one, and all of a sudden things turn interesting here.
Jeez, this is without the Rapier.
Yes, that was a significant amount of damage from Envy, and he's now very close. 800 gold away from having that Rapier. Whatever chance at a push they had there for Virtus.Pro is now gone. No Primal Split available here. This is going to be down in just a second. Lil in trouble, jumping in. There's the Waiting Rift. Ghost Scepter for Lil to keep him alive. Going to try to take down Ohio, but he's fine for now.
And
The
it's
other
so
side.
tempting to buy back here as Sven, be like, all right, we're going to get this, but you really don't want to create that possibility, like any sort of a world where Fnatic could win. And it's buybacks that are going to provide that for
Right
them,
now, that's
so-
the only remote percent chance that they can win this game is with the Sven buyback, and then
At least before Rapier.
right.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have it. He just needs to send the courier, or well, that's probably not gonna
Actually,
happen.
that's not a thing anymore. And remove.
Yeah.
Remove from the chat wheel. Solo trying to use that bonus speed from the Ice Vortex.
Solo is dead.
Speaking of
Everybody's
bonus
so speedy. They have the elusive speed. They have the
Lil's
charge
dead.
speed. Lil
What's
is
happening?
He's charging away. He charged into the Nether Strike, which looked real cool, and then they got dominated by Envy, who now has a double kill along with it. Go buy that rapier, my friend. Get to that secret shop. It's time. There's one way to win this game, and it's with your items.
I don't know. Virtus.Pro are doing a pretty great job themselves, honestly. I'm trying to give a win over here. But now I don't even know if you need the rapier.
He's holding on to it. Does Envy have, how much does he need for buyback? 800 gold?
He wants to make
the
sure he
rapier.
can kill this wave without dying before he buys it.
That's fair enough. All right, Envy. We've seen crazy comebacks before. Is it possible here?
It's kind of ridiculous. It's only an 11k lead at this point. They've just kind of tossed
Yeah.
so much away right there.
11k with Mega Creeps. They're still a Tier 2 mid for Virtus.Pro. They have all of their racks. Yes, they've lost a couple of Tier 3 towers, but whatever. Envy is really trying to farm up, I think, enough for buyback and rapier at this point. He's really waiting on
He's
it.
close to the surplus there.
That's the one thing he is waiting on for now.
And everything's back up here for the Dire. They don't really have an opportunity to go up top and just kill him. All right, so shall we try this again?
Yeah,
with
one more
the
time.
Shard here.
They're going to go ahead and smoke. Envy, you need to buy this now. Oh, man, how close is he to buyback? He's got it. He has buyback plus the surplus. He'll buy... Oh, unlock it. Unlock the Demon Edge,
There's
please.
also a cheese in no one's backpack, too.
Unlock the Demon Edge.
Maybe someone should have out here at this point. He's just waiting until he gets in the actual
Okay,
base.
that's fine. Unlock the Demon Edge. He's not unlocking the
waiting,
Demon Edge.
He wants that perfect moment.
I don't know, dude. He's really waiting. He does now. There it is. It's 5 seconds on cooldown. The fight's already broken out. Pylai dies dead. Envy pops the BKB. The Rapier's ready to go, but it might be too little too late. And Ramses blows him away. The Rapier is on the deck. Can he get back in there in time? Envy's going to pick it up. Can he get there? He's still trying to fight. This might be a dieback if he's not careful. Envy getting caught and getting low at this point. He cannot afford to die. It's on the ground, but Envy is dead. And with his death, probably ends the game. Ramses did go down, but he will buy back. Envy dead for 2 minutes. And they're going to work now. Ramses bops the God Strength, ready to go. Ohio back in. Pasha's jumping in. Gets off the clap. DJ getting chased down by no one who's going to town. They'll take down 4. Excalibur's the sole survivor, but it looks like Virtus.Pro will be moving on, and Fnatic going down to the lower bracket.
Yeah, very well played by Fnatic. But VP just game 2 and game 3 flowchart Dota. Everything kind of looked like very well thought out. There's a little bumps along the way, but overall the strategy was very sound. You kind of saw how it was going to come together and just kind of wait this game out. Get the stacks going, get the gold for yourselves, the items, but Fnatic were so close. I do think this is a very difficult draft to go with. It relies on that heavy aggression for the PA, and they had it. They were starting to farm really hard. They were getting those kills, a core Spirit Breaker, making that work. It was all very impressive, but it's just not quite enough this time against VP.